why real estate, that's the family piece where I grew up around it, and for the longest time never realized as a kid how much you subconsciously pick up working in the house. We have to start that section over. I'd say the most challenging thing about being a builder is managing timelines and budgets. I find that we and most other builders probably struggle most with timelines, especially because of subs. You're relying on a lot of other people like you are in any other business.
My name is Marcos. I've been in project management for about 4 years now. I've been working with Gabe for the last 6 months. This is the first project we actually did together. Right now we have finished with phase 1. We finished all the trash out, which took about 3 dumpsters, 1 per floor in this case. We're going to be getting ready to go into the demo phase of the project. The demo is going to take, approximately about a week or 2 weeks, depending on what we have in between the walls. So we're ready to start either building or doing additions or whatever the architect has us doing. That's what we're going to be doing next.
What we've got active right now, which is we're in some phase of completion on 11 separate projects right now. So there's a lot to draw from. This is more active work than we've got right now than we've had in the last year plus combined. So if I go back and look at it now, I would say that volume of work is probably not a low, but a challenge, just because when you start to pick up that much business, when you start to do that much work that fast, it takes time for the system and the machine to catch up. But that's it, so then you'll have this ready to submit.
Okay.
I'm just keeping one so I can look at it and then sit down with G and decide on the exterior for the renderings, so we can send them out for exterior rendering.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna scrap that.
Yeah.
And do like the bump outs with shake and this with regular. Blue, I was thinking, mimic like the Alice Lane design.
Okay.
Blue with dark doors, and then stone along the foundation, and then something different here and here. These should stick out the same, I think. It's just a mindset. I think that it's a mindset that warrants or that dictates success. Like, without that mentality, I mean, it's not impossible to be successful without that mentality, but I think if you absolutely want to be successful, you have to be willing to burn the ships. You have to drop everything and say, this is it, I'm going 100% because I just landed on the shore, I burned the boat behind me, there's no way for me to get off this shore unless I beat who's here, take their ship, and get off this island. That's where the premise comes from. It's not a competition per se, but for me, it's about like, there is no other option than to succeed. Like, I will literally bleed out of my eyes to make this work. I will die on the battlefield here to make this work.
Yes.
President
As acting member?
Yeah. We're already doing it, so we're doing the work anyway. There's nothing that we're faking out here. We're not guruing this shit. We're out here actually doing the stuff, so all we're doing is capturing it and documenting it and sharing it with people so they see what it actually takes to find, fund, fix, and flip a deal. We didn't just walk into this finished house today, a week away from closing or 2 weeks from closing it and getting paid with it looking like this. This house was an absolute wreck before we got here. And it took us finding it, took us negotiating the purchase on it, took us coming in, managing the timeline, ordering the materials, running the subs, getting it to the point where it is now, listing it, selling it, getting those offers in, and ultimately now doing these final inspections and closing and selling. That's probably something I'd highlight now as we've grown. And then from like a wins standpoint, I would say that we're just doing a lot more of the same things well. So we've proven that there's a way to systematize what a lot of people believe is not systematizable in this business. People will often say that there's no way to manage that many rehabs at once without stuff falling through the cracks. Well, to some extent that's the case. There's always going to be stuff falling through the cracks, but I think we've put together a system that allows us to do this many projects at the same time with relatively limited resources. We're still just a team of 3. So to think that we're accomplishing what we are with this size team is something I think I'm most proud of. And watching that happen and watching this thing grow from 1 rehab 3 years ago to managing 11 at some phase of completion right now is probably one of the biggest wins or something I'm most proud of.